T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm bringing you a review for Transformers Energon Kicker with High Wire. High Wire used to be a minicon, but since we are working with this scale right here, which is 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe scale, High Wire had to become a deluxe class, basically. Somewhere between deluxe and scout class. But I was going to be doing reviews of older figures just on Thursdays and whatnot, but I'm inspired to do this now. I haven't filmed anything in 2 days. Well, probably longer than that. But I want to do this video right now, before Thursday. Now, y'all think that Hasbro being cheap and not putting paint apps and stuff on figures was something new with like Combiner Wars and whatnot? But no, they've been doing it forever. Like, here's this kicker, and yes, this Kickstand Works right there. I'm gonna let you look at him. Yep. And now I'm gonna put some image on the screen right here. This image is from a website that doesn't exist anymore, so it's lucky that this picture is still available. I used to love Remy's pictures back when I first started being on web forums and whatnot, Transformers web forums, when T-Formers, their forum was called T-Fans. He used to have a big spread of every figure that was coming out, like very detailed pictures, especially of alternators and then the first masterpiece and whatnot. But he had awesome pictures that would make me want to buy toys. He would make the toys look so good, then you get them and they'd be crap. But anywho, as you can see, he's missing things like all the red coloring. He doesn't have the Autobot logo or anything. It's like, what did it? He does have an Autobot logo deep inside of here. Yeah, there you go. But this port is so you can put Energon on him to power up his suit. He has one, High Wire has one, of course. But in Japan, that figure that was next to him with the correct colors, that was Takara's line Microman. So instead of using the Microman body and paying Takara to use that body, they decided to make him parity with G.I. Joe. Since G.I. Joe, they wouldn't have to, I guess, pay extra money. They can use their G.I. Joe bodies. And this is using like a stylized version of that style body. It still has the rubber band inside, so you can get all of this type of articulation. But the head is just on a swivel, which kind of stops right there. And it kind of like activates an action feature a little bit. I don't know if that's intentional. Somebody let me know if y'all are collecting G.I. Joe figures around 2005-ish, 2004, 2005-ish. But arms go out to there, they swivel. There is rotation above the elbow hinge, which is awesome. Typically, well, no, it's still sort of the same thing. Typically, there would be a peg like directly above the elbow joint, and it wouldn't be like part of the bicep. So that's cool, like articulation right there. They should use that more often, like on the female Marvel Legends, to be honest. The wrists don't rotate, which is bad because getting him on this bike and holding those handles is horrible. His legs are on the die-cast ball joints right there. And since that's like a floating piece, it does wiggle. The knees bend. It would have been nice if they had like a swivel like they had on the biceps, and the ankles don't do anything. High Wire. Yeah, I believe this. I almost feel like this was made for the Microman because it's a little bit bigger than Kicker, and Kicker looks very small on it on a dirt bike. But the Microman figure is a little bit bigger. But amazingly, this was a Hasbro exclusive. The Japanese kicker just came with an Energon saber or Star Saber sword that didn't transform. Let's see this is what a 1/12 scale figure would look like. So it's still too small for a 1/12 scale figure. And let me try a small SH Figuarts. Bulma seems to be freaking good for everything. But even she might be a little bit too big. So, I don't know if this works for you. There are other SH Figuarts figures around this size. Is she taller than this Spider-Man right here? I don't know. Yeah, no. The 1/12 scale figures seem too big. But yes, this isn't just a bike. It does transform. Detach. It like kind of clips right there. You need to wiggle that out of place right there. Separate this. One flaw with this, the handlebars are not like glued in. I guess I could do that myself and I just haven't all these years, but they kind of wrap around this right here. Rotate this way. Rotate that way. This hand flips out. How do you flip out? Like that. Oh man. They did this guy dirty. Float this back like that. The plastic on this is horrendous. Like, you think things feel cheap now. That didn't just start, like I'm saying. In order to get this thing at a good price point, they wanted it to be at like I think it was a deluxe class. In order to do that, they had to be really, really cheap, and that's why Kicker wasn't fully painted, and why this guy is not substantial at all. But anywho, here is Highwire. His legs are riggedy. They barely have any metal in it. Well, I do see its pins down there, but it's still that friction type connection. His hips are on a ball joint, so they can go out, go forward, back. Knees are just on that hinge. He does have the rotation here. He has no hand. I think the real Minicon, I don't know where I have it. The real Minicon might have better hand options, but I might be wrong on that. He does have that, and there were no guns that small. You know what? This might be a 5mm port. Hold on. All right, back. Yeah, I think it is, but you need something completely flat and not round like this gun. And I don't have anything readily available. And that's not really deep. I don't think it's deep enough to fit anything. But this arm appears to not move. I don't remember that. This goes up and down. But I don't remember this arm not rotating. I'm going to break that. And the head doesn't rotate. And it doesn't want to stay up high. Come on, you. But that's what you're working with. So yeah, this was a cool little oddity. I wanted Kicker so bad because Kicker was like one of the only human figures like ever at this point when he came out. I can't think of any like straight up human action figure that was part of the Transformers. Now they had the headmasters and whatnot, depending on what lore you believed. Some of them were supposed to be humans inside of the headmasters, but on the outside they were still just robots. But yeah, that's how big he is. Next to that, here's a Studio Series Deluxe. So in comparison, he is a friggin' deluxe to nowadays toys. But to be honest, he's nowhere near as substantial. And yeah, like I said, Kicker is freaking 3 3/4 inch G.I. Joe style. So you know what to expect with that. He could be like a little 6-year-old or something. Built like a man though. Anywho, I hope y'all like this little look back into history. Plan on seeing a lot of these because I have a lot of toys that I've been wanting to review forever but just haven't. And I still have a bunch of purchases I've recently made. And I am getting some figures tomorrow that I didn't have to. I wanted to find them on a toy hunt, but I didn't. So you'll see what I'm talking about probably this weekend because I can't wait to open them up and review them. Anywho, yay. Thank you for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.